Yeah, so I think what they say is like it's like a proto version of something that could hurt them in the future. So this is
Right.
kind of like it's like going back in time and killing Hitler in his crib, except they don't have to go back in time. They just can see the future or something. I don't know anything about Rom, so other than some cameo appearances. I really enjoyed this because of the character development between kind of Storm and Rogue. I never knew of this issue, right? So like the major plot point being, Storm's going to get hit with a gun that's going to take away her powers. That's going to lead into life death. Like that, I knew. But how that happened, the fact that Storm and Rogue were kind of off on their own little adventure together here was a complete surprise to me, right? It's obviously the cover of this Epic collection, but I have never read this issue, never stumbled across it. I don't own this single issue, so for me, this felt very new. It was fresh reading. I enjoyed how Storm was kind of letting Rogue test her powers by siphoning off some of Storm's powers and then playing around with that. I thought that was all well done. I think we get a lot of the sort of Southern Belle stuff here with Rogue, which was really neat. We get Gyrick with that sort of really stunning JRJR drawn suit on that first page. Seems to be a very long pant leg there, but real interesting. Playing with different textures, I guess, and how they kind of show that stuff. So I mean, I like this issue. I think the dire wraiths are kind of just like squeezed into all of this stuff to, have some, crossover with Rom. They're interesting as we get into the next couple issues, so I don't hate them or anything like that. But it kind of feels like it comes out of nowhere because I have no idea what a dire wraith is and never seen these things before. But then again, the X-Men have dealt with aliens numerous times that just kind of crop up, so it's not that out of the ordinary. So yeah, I thought this was pleasant enough. I enjoyed the issue. What did you think?
Yeah, talking about the dire rates, I kind of remember they kind of come back a couple of times with the X-Men, don't they? I have this memory, and maybe I'm confusing the dire rates with something else, but I have this memory of a cover in like the late 200s, early 300s or something, and Rogue is like unfolding and Bishop is there, and I don't fully remember the story, but I thought dire rates were involved in that. But yeah, that's
I don't think I've seen them around post Bishop. So that I don't think so. But I mean, like the time period that you're talking about, like 250s or right, Bishop's around 280. I don't remember seeing them there. They could be in the mid 200s. They could be like 250s, but that would have been just before Bishop.
yeah.
So you might be right.
Yeah, I just can't remember. It's been so long. This is stuff that I read when I was well, I read some of this stuff in the mid 2000s in the Essentials collections, but that memory I have is something from when I was a kid.